That's what my stream started with.
I wonder if that actually was audible. Also, why did that really Discord? There you go. Alright. I don't know if that hello there was even on stream. I don't know if it popped up. Sounds like he broke something.
My life.
Seems legit. Okay, I'm not gonna be too crazy about Swede's camera view today. I mean, if he's on the screen at least a little bit, it's good enough. I don't care.
Yeah. Tell me when I'm half away.
You're most out of this. You're just your earphone, just your headphones on the screen.
Tell me when I'm like half out of the screen.
No, you're on screen now.
Yeah, but tell me when I'm like halfway, like
halfway off the screen.
Yeah, like I'm half of my face is gone.
Well, keep going.
Is this good?
No, you have to keep going. Right there.
I'm gonna
right there.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. This is you're just gonna fall off the. You're gonna hear me just fall off and break my neck or something.
Yeah. Seems legit.
My Coke.
It's come with a box. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, guys. Welcome to the Nerd Ensemble. I am your host, Sweating Catboy. With me, I have
Xolotl.
And he normally tells you what this podcast is about.
Yeah, see, since we started this, I want to mention this real quick. Since we started this reboot, it seems to be flipped because every time when we used to do this podcast, I would be the one doing the intro, but now Sweet is basically taking over like the introduction part of the intro, it seems. It's like, all right, you know what, I'll let you do it. Let's do it.
I do like the hi, and then you tell us what this podcast is about. Like that's
okay. All right, no, that's
right now.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no, the podcast is basically about anything related to gaming news, sometimes tech, anime, whatever the hell nerd thing you can think of that, you know, is a nerd culture. Yeah, we talk about it.
I didn't disappear from screen.
Sure you didn't.
In your head.
Sure.
This is not the droids you're looking for.
It's totally the droids I'm looking for. No. You see, here's the thing. We're both the hosts. Like, we're both hosts. It's just, you know, we have the title co-host, as in co-host. Because we both host this thing.
So I'm the host, and he's the host.
Yeah. We both host.
And then we get judged by everyone because we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Exactly. Everyone's just like, oh, a podcast? This should be nice. It's like, oh, this is highly fucking unprofessional. What the hell? What are these people doing? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I'm going full on like
I'm
how a podcast
thinking-
should be, though. It's just like, hey, I'm going for the audio side. I'm not using my model today because I decided to be lazy and not sit in a chair. I'm on the fucking bed, and I'm just gonna sit here and talk.
And pretend he knows what he's doing.
Also, to be fair, the reason why I'm doing this is because it's hot as hell outside, and turning on all the monitors will burn my room up like hell. So no,
It would burn him alive, basically.
pretty much. So I'm just going to sit here in front of my fans with my tiny portable monitor being used for my computer, and I'm reading chat off my phone.
Yeah, I'm reading my shot of my
Oh,
monitor.
speaking of, I need to move. I had it open because I can't just double view that. I have it open so I can at least see YouTube chat because that's the one thing I don't have a way to see.
Yeah, guys, he doesn't care about YouTube shot.
No. I'm paying attention. I see you out there. Well, I see the people that are talking, and currently that's no one. So okay, it's all good. I don't care. Lurk, do whatever you want. It don't bother me.
Do drugs. I mean,
Perfectly
whatever.
don't. Not the best of ideas.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, we can't decide what you do. Like, we wouldn't recommend it, but
Right.
if you want to do it, I mean, I guess
Also, it's
up to
apparently
you.
already been 13 minutes since I hit start on the stream. Like, what? It feels like it's been like 5.
Yeah, but someone, I'm not saying any names, but tends to take 2 hours.
Look, I'm sorry. I was trying to type a tweet. Or the fuck is, I mean, you can't even call it a post now because that's too vague. But do we call it an X? A zeet? Like, for fuck's sake, dude.
Didn't we already bully?
Bully
I don't
Mon-
think we ever bullied X when they changed.
Oh, speaking of, actually, no. Actually, no, I think we did. But
No, because I think that was before we. I think that was in between our last episode and our reboot.
I don't know, honestly. But yeah, well, you know, the whole idea
Yeah,
is
guys,
like, hey,
X sucks.
yeah, always call it Twitter, never call it X. Let's just show that we hate the name. I really,
Unless
I hate
you're
having
gonna
to
live in-
see.
And it becomes your ex.
Yeah. I mean, okay. The thing that's like really funny though is that every company alive will always say X, formerly known as Twitter, or formerly Twitter. Like they always put that every time they try to mention like something happened on there. They will never just put X. It's always just formerly Twitter. It's like that they will always say it. Because at this point, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what the hell dude was fucking thinking at that point. He wasn't, is the problem.
I mean, he did try to get PayPal to get called X, so.
Yeah, it was this whole thing. It was always just fucking, you know. Oh, it's like
Yes,
I want to
fucking-
name something X. It'd be so cool. X is such a cool letter. I'd love to have it as a name of something.
Honestly, X is not the
So
coolest.
you have X,
letter,
and then
okay?
they're like, you know, they try to get PayPal to be named X. You got SpaceX. I think his kid is named X.
No, his kid is like a weird name, and then
Yeah, but has X as like a middle name or something, I think. But yeah.
here's the thing. X is not the coolest letter, okay?
There is no coolest letter. You put letters
Yeah,
together and that's what
right.
makes it cool.
I mean, honestly, I would say.
Here's my favorite letters. F-U.
I mean, if you're offering.
Not you. Oh, God.
Oh, you're offering Elon Musk. Wow. That's generous.
4 posts make an X. I mean, you know, there is that too.
Oh, we Lord have mercy. I will not I am gonna actually do real quick something smart. I'm gonna put up Sol's chat on the side.
Guys, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Sweet actually cares about you, just not his own chat.
Yeah, exactly. I care about Sol's chat. I don't care about my chat.
It's like, oh, I'm in a collab. Let me read the other person's chat the whole time. Okay, now I just want to do a collab with someone where we switch chats. It's like, okay, you have to read my chat, I have to read your chat. Go. Okay, it's just like, we can't look at our own chat. Someone else has to look at it and read it off. Like, all right, that's funny. I don't know why. Fun to me.
My brain's not working. How do I pop out chat again? Where's the pop out? There, dude.
It'd be more fun with people who have, a more popular chat where there's people at least a few people talking all the time. But yeah.
Ludwig do that shit with someone he plays with. Like they just don't focus on their own chat, so they don't pay attention to their chat that much either.
Yeah, but I kind of also like to see a smaller streamer do it because then you can have, someone who can read most messages. And then it's just like, you have new people coming in saying hello to the streamer and it's the other person who's reading them off. It's just like, okay, hi, I wasn't talking to you, but hi anyway. It's just like, okay.
Okay, so for someone asking, when did you become VIP in my chat? When I realized I had 20 slots open.
Neat. Note to self, don't look, yeah, maybe don't. Why?
Yeah, don't look up Sol. Did you get his old account again?
Does it
That
actually?
would be fucking funny.
Oh, if you do that, I mean, it's probably just because I've been streaming a lot of Halo lately, so who knows? But it could be other reasons.
I know that if you search up my name, I think one of his videos comes up.
Every time you do your name and something a part of it, mine comes up. It's only because I'd put your name in the tags. So that's why it's like if you try to search your name and something else added to like a game, mine would start showing up.
Oh my god, I'm not.
What is something else? I have to ask. What is something else?
Funny? Do you know the first thing that comes up is my third channel or second channel?
I have questions.
But yeah, I'm gonna send you which one came up first. This is fucking funny.
Oh boy. I would also, okay, I will say this. This is slightly getting to me.
We need to replay this game, by the way.
I mean, this is slightly getting to me, but to be fair, there's a lot of room above your head in the camera view, and it's just like.
Oh wait, I sat. Okay, better.
Yeah, that's way better. That's way better.
I just like.
Now you're literally centered. Just like, hold on, let me just grow a few inches. All right. Also, out of context, that sounded really wrong. I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
We just said it. I'm gonna allow it. Like.
I didn't know if you wanted that. Wait, what do you mean? What are you on about? Now I gotta check my DMs.
Okay.
Let me check Swede. What Swede's sending me?
That's the first result.
I still have episode 3 that I need to upload. I still need to upload episode 3.
But yeah, we need to replay that game.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. We could flip the results this time. You can be the other one.
I can be the cutie.
Wait, weren't you the guy? Or were you the girl?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
I was the guy, and that's why I'm. Hi.
Okay, yeah, I guess we can flip it.
Honestly, that game was amazing, and I'm happy that. Did that win?
What the fuck? Why is that on there? What? I just read what Hassan was saying. What?
Can I send it to me too, Hassan? I wanna fucking know what.
What in the hell? Okay.
I'm gonna send Hassan the picture of my first result. I think one of, if I search your old name, I think one of my videos comes up first.
I
think. It's like one of those.
Oh, you can still search my
big...
old name and Halo, and then I get freaking I get a gigantic whatever. I'm one of like the top results on fucking Google too. Actually, you just search up like freaking. I'll just say this. Anybody searching up Halo CE multiplayer, search that in Google, or like, you know, how to play that, and then you'll literally find me somewhere in those results. It's like at least from the top 10 results. Top 10 video results. Which one am I? Not telling you. Figure it out.
You wanna know something funny?
What?
You know, you're only one result of all the results.
Neat.
I love that. Like you're the first result. It's not even your biggest video. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go open up Trello because I need to actually see what all we have to talk about. There's a few things to talk about. Okay. Yeah, of course. There's a few things to talk about in that sort of scenario, but I gotta fix that up a little. Is that really a month ago?
Which one?
I could have sworn that was a little bit longer. The first topic. Looks like it was longer before.
No, I think that's.
I guess we can just go ahead and start off a little bit, just getting a bit topic-wise out of the way. So Apple decided to allow emulators on the App Store, and yeah, no, they're kind of flooding in now.
Yeah,
it's kind of nice. I mean, hey, now Apple and now iPhone gets to have the nice stuff.
You think they're gonna have the nice stuff? Who the fuck?
I mean, no, not really. They have some nice stuff. I mean, it started with I forget what it's called, GBA Boy or something like that. Like that's what, or no, it's iGBA is what it started with, and that one was actually a clone, and also kind of scummy because it's like had tracking data and ads throughout it. So, while yes, it emulated, it was not a good idea. And then another one came out, which I forgot what it was called. I mean, granted, you know, the first ever emulator that was allowed by Apple was iGBA, and it kind of sucks that that was the case because it's a bad rep. Then another one that I forgot the name of, and then Delta, which is a extremely big iOS emulator, which basically has a lot of the pretty much the retro Nintendo consoles, like, you know, NES, SNES, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, DS. So, and I think 64. Yeah, Nintendo 64. So you can play all those on an iPhone now. You had that. That was there for a while. There's another one that has PlayStation 1 that I recently downloaded. I forget what it's called. It starts with a G. Gear or something, I think. But that recently came out, and then PPSSPP, that is a very popular PSP emulator, that also just came out like the other day, and also RetroArch, which is probably the biggest known emulator. Like, it's now on the App Store. So yeah, no, awesome stuff all being added.
I love by the way, and I will be right back. I need to put my phone on charge.
Okay. And we got all those little cool emulators. So, you know, if you own an Apple device and you would like to emulate some retro games, you know, of course, procure your stuff. I'll say more responsibly at this rate. I mean, obviously procure it legally, but I'll say responsibly is the better term. Just like, be responsible. Be good.
I'm innocent. Any crime.
Yeah. Be good about it. But yeah, you could definitely do that. But the good thing is that to iterate about what you were mentioning before of Hosma, though, it's like Apple's having emulators in the App Store for years. I mean, yeah, no, they've gotten it on the App Store, but it was always taken off because it was still against Apple's terms of service. But now it is allowed, like it's 100% allowed to be on the App Store. So you can just have it now for no problem.
Doesn't you need to be approved by Apple to upload shit on their App Store?
Usually, but a lot of the times they would like sneak it through. Like they used to just like sneak it through as some other app, or like as like a game thing, but it turned out it was an emulator. And then once Apple found out, they would take it off the store. But now, no, they don't do that anymore. It's like, it's straight up allowed. And if you live in Europe and I think some other places, you can instead install third-party app stores altogether, like the European Alt Store. That's like the main popular one that'll have a bunch of side-loaded apps that you can install. And that's only in Europe. You can't do, or I think it's only in Europe. I don't know if it's any other country or, like any of the other continents and everything. Well, I was saying other countries, in other continents. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. But it's like, in other places.
Okay, he's American. He doesn't understand better, okay?
It's okay. I know Europe's a country.
There is America, and then there's Europe, then the rest.
There's America, and then there's nothing. Earth, land of the free. No, good.
Someone comes that's not from America, they're like, how dare they walk here? Like,
all right, now we're just getting to weird shit. See, favorite non.
Well, America is weird, so. I need to go to the bathroom because I've been drinking too much.
No, I don't think that was the case. Really, it was just emulators weren't really allowed. Honestly, it actually wasn't. Also, I don't think you're allowed to do that per their thing. You're not allowed to change your phone's region. If you say go set it to European region while living somewhere else, you could be you can get your account banned doing that. VPNs are allowed, don't get me wrong, but it's just like you can't change your account's region. But I don't know about that. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it to begin with. I don't see the point. I have a jailbroken iPhone, so. Mine's jailbroken. I'll just stick to that. That's a weird jailbreak. It's a semi-tethered, which means that I have an app downloaded on my phone that I have to open that app and then hit the jailbreak button, and that works. So. Still jailbroken though. It's a rootless one though, so it's like I don't have access to root stuff, which is not really a big deal if you ask me. Not all of them. Well, okay, all of them lately are semi-tethered. It's just not, not beforehand. I'm saying now it's semi-tethered because beforehand it's not. Also, technically, okay. Let me just explain that for anyone who doesn't understand what we're talking about. In terms of jailbreaking and a lot of like modifications and stuff, there is tethered, which means that in order to turn on the jailbreak after every restart of your phone, you have to plug it into a computer, and then the software on the computer will let you do that. So that's tethered. It could be plugged in or it could be wirelessly tethered. Either way, that's tethered. Semi-tether in this case is like I said, there's an app installed on the phone. You click the app, that will do it for you. But every time you restart, it will go back to normal. It won't be jailbroken when you restart. Or won't have the jailbreak feature, so you have to go into an app and do that. And then untethered is every time you restart the phone, it's just automatically jailbroken. It's just everything's there as you restart the phone. It's just jailbroken. That's untethered. That's what my iPod is that I have. That thing's untethered.
I agree.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I'm not gonna say Samsung in general because at this point they're kind of getting very. Let's just say they're a little asinine. They're getting kind of annoying as shit. But Android in general, obviously, way fucking better.
I think they've disconnected my fucking keybinds again on Discord. Holy fuck. But the hi scrub, if you're still here, stop being sleepy.
But yeah,
Watch my
no,
stream.
like I said, it's just like if you restart and it goes back to original, it's tethered or semi, depending on how you get it. But anyway, no one cares about that stuff. Point being is that, yeah, no, as to go back to the point, emulators are full on allowed at this point, and there's a lot flooding in. The ones I recommend you most use: Delta, RetroArch. There you go for new iOS users. Just look that up. If it doesn't show up in your app store, look up websites like RetroDodo or Retro Game Handhelds. There's like stuff like that. Or just look up basically, RetroArch App Store on Google or Delta App Store on Google. There you go. Because I noticed whenever I search them, they don't show up in the App Store, but if I like click a link for it, it'll go to it and I can install it. So there you go. Or you know what? Just get an Android so you can do fucking everything. fuck iPhone.
Yeah. Fuck Apple.
Fuck Apple.
Don't fucking Apple.
Yeah, don't do that. That sounds painful. Just because worms go into apples doesn't mean you have to stick yours in it. Okay, that is.
Why our streams are mature.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm not gonna go any further than that. I just had to say the joke because you brought up not to do that to an apple. I had to bring up the joke. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah. RetroArch's website. You can do that too.
Food.
Hush you before we get banned.
Hasama said it. He told me to quit, and I said no.
Okay. We're gonna. I don't want. Okay. TOS.
I don't think they give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, I feel like they give a little fuck.
Oh yeah, right. They're gonna give you a 7-week or a 7-day ban, and then let you get money anyway.
Well, no, that's if you're even somewhat or not popular at all, so they won't give it down.
All right. True. So that was the emulators, guys. Interesting topic. I did not pay attention because I was busy going to the bathroom. I'm drinking Coke.
You just pulled a fucking cable. Why you love being tethered to a fucking cable?
I'm tethered all day. Look, I can't escape.
No, it's just I have the wireless headset. It's just like I'm laying down. It's not a good idea to be wearing a headset. So I'm using earphones. And lately I've been using my DAC anyway, so it's just better.
Yeah.
So at least I just get to have slightly better audio. And if something's too quiet and it's like, oh, I can't turn it up any higher, well, fuck. Never mind. I guess I can. Screw you. God, it is getting hotter in here. Computer, calm it down. You're just streaming.
Yeah.
Ain't that big a deal. Oh, nice. But yeah, I hope you enjoy playing the Telltale series. Walking Dead Telltale series. It's good.
Is it
Good
like
games.
the Walking Dead games just DLC?
What?
It feels like all the Telltale games is just DLC. You need to buy every episode separately.
Well, that's just how that was. Well, that's only because they did it. The way the whole system worked is that you would have the game, and then at the end of each episode, they basically would give either oh hey, what's gonna happen next time, but it would just be ideas of what they would want to do, the overall story. But what would actually happen would depend on the popular choices someone made in the previous episode. So it's if people chose this certain path the most in episode 1, they would try to favor that a little bit in episode 2 to sort of work towards that in a way. So it would keep doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of that's another reason for them to do the episodic thing, which is another reason why it took so it takes a while for every episode to come out like that, and why people stopped doing it. because you had, Telltale series doing it. Then Life is Strange came out, which did the same thing, episodes. And then they said, fuck it, we're done with that. Just release the whole fucking game at once. Just make a cohesive story right away, man. I was like, you know what? That's better. Good job.
I have one thing to say.
What?
Onisha.
I think we should ban redeems on podcast episodes.
I mean, Hasama is failing, saving up to 7, whatever it is, mod JC. But he's spending it on stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
But also, no, there was something I was thinking about. Something. Oh, no, yeah, when it comes to this long games, like, that's why I like Until Dawn and what's it called? Detroit Becomes Human. That's good games that like shows that is one storyline, or well, 4 storylines in.
Yeah, I don't
like 7 in the other.
Also, Soda, I can't. Ask Swede that. Don't ask me that.
Wow. Wow. No, fuck you. You can't silence me. Only I can silence me.
Swede, you got short again. You'll be alright. You're alright. You'll be fine. I don't really care. I mean, hell, it's at this point, it's the price to pay for me laying over here, so I don't have full control. Because I'd have to have the keyboard over here and have the Alt button, pushed down in order to like, change the size of the fucking window. I can't do that. I tried. I have an app that lets me like, do stuff like that. It's like Alt doesn't work. It doesn't do that. So.
I am actually 176 centimeters. Now you guys have to turn.
Sir, speak American.
No, Stall does not have a Discord. What are you talking about? You cannot prove it.
No.
And if you join one, it's not. Nope. No. It's all in your head. This is not the Discord you're looking for.
Yeah, I wouldn't really recommend going there though. Hold on a minute. For the Americans out there, apparently, Swede is 5'9".
Yeah. I'm under 6 foot. No one likes me.
Yeah, I'm about 6 foot, 6'1", somewhere around there. Maybe 2, but I think it's 1. I think it's 6'1", or 6 foot in general. I don't know. It's been a while since I got that checked.
I don't care if I'm short.
Being tall is not what it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Lucky tall bastard.
Yeah, lucky
Listen,
tall bastard hit my head on fucking everything. It's not fun. It's like, oh, you can't reach the top shelf. Imagine the top shelf hitting you. Because that's what happened.
So the advantage of being short, you could hide anywhere, basically.
Uh-huh.
Advantage of being tall, you can see everything.
Disadvantage of being tall? Yeah, you can have to duck everywhere you go.
Okay, so my grandma, on my mother's side, which it had a summer house, an old summer house. So the door was like 2 centimeters tall.
Right.
I swear to God, it's like a hobbit house. So like you had to like duck to get inside. Then the roof was super tall, and it's like, why? No, my grandma, on my mother's side had a. Also, you guys need to have a fucking different word for your grandmas.
We do.
Holy fuck. No, you have grandma and then you have grandma.
Grandma, grandmother.
Yeah, no. You have grandma for both your mother and your father's mother. You don't have two different things.
Great grandma.
No, that's your grandma's
What?
mother.
No, it's not. Well, huh? If it's your dad's grandmother, then it's great grandmother.
Yeah, no, I'm not about that. You don't need two different words for grandma for depending on which side of the family it is. If it's your mother or your father's side.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know they're just both grandmothers then. Just, I don't know,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
say.
Two different words.
I don't see the point. I don't know. It's whatever.
5'6". That is not correct because I was 5'6" a few years ago.
You're 5'9".
Now.
Yeah, no. You're 5'9". I just checked. You're 5.7. You are 5.7 feet, which is 5'9".
In Sweden, we have
Just
two
5
different
feet,
terms
9
for
inches.
grandma. So if it's your father's mother, it's father's mother. That's literally would be the translation. And if it's your mother's mother, it's mother. That's
Then just
literally it.
just say that. You don't have to say grandma the whole time. Just say, you know, your dad's mom or your mom's mom, and like you just say that.
Yeah, but that's the Swedish way. Always been.
Okay, then just say it. Then. You don't have to say
in
grandmother.
normal- Here's the thing. I think most.
You don't have to say the word grandma. You could just
fuck?
say, you know,
Don't name your grandma
My dad's dad.
Gertrude, okay? Holy fuck.
there's a lot of people named
I don't know.
Gertrude, and you just offended all of them.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Come with their. their. Yeah. Also, hi Pikachu, welcome to stream. This is Saul. He's been
Yo.
here before. He's a terrible person.
I know a picture. I know.
Grandma Saul. Not Grandpa Saul. Grandma Saul.
Have you seen my walker? I can't quite get up without it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go poke Imbo, so he's not here. He's not modding. How dare he not mod? I mean, I
you
don't-
got Hosma. Just to
For some reason,
think
my mod.
doesn't matter. Hosma could just call people out, and then you know that's good enough for you. You could do it
Yeah, but then
yourself.
I have to work. That's the issue.
Oh baby.
I need
Maybe
my,
mod more people.
unpaid intern.
Maybe
I
mod
have like
more
20
people.
mods. No one's watching.
Sounds like a you problem.
You're one of them.
I'm right here. I'm not, and I have to do my own chat. Okay.
Are you drunk?
No, I'm tired.
You sound drunk.
I have to deal with my own. I have to deal with my own chat. Okay. So
Doesn't you have a summer for that?
I code mod. I code mod my own chat. How about that? I don't care. I'll do some shit myself. At this point, most of the time it's a race. It's more like, you know, who could ban the person first. Is it gonna be me or Ensemble? Which is it gonna be?
No, here's the thing. Imp is my mod. Hasama was my mod. Then he's like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna demod myself.
I don't think it's a good.
Actually-
I don't think it's a good idea to mod Dolus. Some tells me there's gonna be some power struggles there.
Here's the thing. I don't really care about being a mod. I help when I'm there, but I don't watch enough streams to be a mod.
Yeah, I don't watch enough of your streams to be a mod either. So what is the point?
I think it's because we watch each other's streams normally when we both stream
Yeah.
together. So it's like you can kind of help each other when
Swede, I see enough of you. I don't need more.
like I see you enough. I see you once a month. That's too much.
We play more than that. It just lately I haven't been doing much.
Oh god, we have been, guys. Me and Sol have been friends for like 6 years at this point, and
Also, Hosma, if you just want to ban everyone, then just put the chat into subscriber only mode. No one subs to me, so what's the difference?
okay, I can do that.
Don't actually.
I can do that.
Don't
No,
do it.
I know-
Don't actually.
You want to
do
know
it.
even better?
Oh no! Emote only mode. Turn that off. Turn that off. Yeah, can't do emote only mode. Doesn't work like that.
He can still speak. Then make him. I love Hassan. Oh, then Hassan is like
Make-
still can type.
It's like, well,
Make
fuck.
yeah, make your own emotes.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't draw. And I would commish, but I'd rather do it with a different design. I still have the person that I can get it from. They've raised their prices since, but to be fair, they make good emotes, so I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like I think I spent like $48 for like 8 emotes. One of them was animated, and it's like, yeah, it was too little money. So I think now it's like if I was to do the same thing, it'd be like 100 and something. I'm like, that's more accurate. I'm fine with that. They deserve the money.
Might commission large.
I thought about commissioning more people, to be fair. There's one friend I'd love to commission, but they won't, they wouldn't want to do that. Sucks too, they're pretty good. Like, I would totally just commission just to make like random art, or at least just make thumbnails for me. It's like, you know, I would totally do that because like they draw pretty great. It's like, can you just make me thumbnails? Because, or at least like stuff for thumbnails. Just draw me in a certain way, and then I could just put that in a thumbnail myself. And, like, that's good enough. But
yes, Pikachu, I have one emote and this. No one has ever. I know I need more. Okay, Pikachu, make me emotes. Okay.
it's like I will
Like
pay
I
the
definitely
shit
need a
out
gun
of them for
emote. Then I can threaten Pikachu with it.
that. I think that's a good idea, Hosmo. Let's just not. Wait, you talking about who I'm talking about? No, it's not you. No, the person I'm talking about is not in my community. They're a friend of mine. They're a friend of mine who's not in my community at all. They don't participate in that.
I barely participate in your community. I will, okay, Pikachu. I'm working on it. I'm gonna figure out something.
To be fair though, I haven't asked.
Well,
Yeah, it's like, to be fair though, I haven't asked them. I don't know. Well, maybe we should get into some conversations, because, you know, we still have like 2 whole topics to talk about.
yeah, I mean, we have.
We should start in chronological. So, did the thing you wanted? Yeah. Okay. I know the third one, or you know, like the bottom one that I have on there. That's the chronologically first. But
I mean, that one is funnier.
yeah, it's like that one's like chronologically first. But you're the one you want to talk about. When did that happen?
That happened like a week ago, so that's really late.
Okay, what did that
But
last?
it is kind of a shorter one, but it's not really a major one.
Well, I guess we can talk about it then. Why not? Just if you want to, go ahead and start it.
We do the last one first, because you know, then we do a short one in between. Sounds good? Perfect. So, guys, we are going to talk about our favorite company in the whole world. One of our favorite companies.
I'm gonna say one of them.
it's
I'm gonna
not
say
YouTube.
I'm gonna
It's
say
not
like
YouTube, guys. I'm
we've
sorry.
sorry. There's nothing to trash about YouTube right now. I know that's such a big thing for us,
Yeah.
but
And sorry,
thing right
it's
now.
not Twitter or Twitch either.
well, we trashed Twitter at the beginning of this episode,
Yeah,
so don't
we
worry.
just made fun of it.
Yeah.
Apple, Google, X. No, it's neither of those. I'm sorry, Asama. Also, did you just say X?
Gross.
We're banning Asama.
All right, you're not banned. Sorry, Ozma. Bannable offense. Put the letter X as a banned word and then say it so you can get banned.
Actually, no. He can go past it because it's a mon.
I know, right? I'll still do it. You don't
No,
get that
guys, we're
mod
talking
privilege.
about one of the greatest camera makers ever. Well, maybe not the greatest, but they make
Polaroid?
No. Do
Canon.
they even make cameras anymore?
Canon.
No.
Kodak.
Okay, another hint. It has a they
Da
make
Vinci.
TVs.
Or, sorry, Black Magic.
Like, you just bring up every camera company ever.
Phantom. It's Phantom camera.
But also, they make TVs.
LG.
Oh.
LG.
Does LG actually make cameras? I didn't
Yeah,
know
I think they
that.
do.
Huh. I was gonna say phones, but LG does make phones too. Something. Hasama got it. Good job, Hasama. We're talking
Yay! Da,
about
da,
great
da,
companies
da, da,
so
da, da. Oh, nice. But yeah, okay, so to talk about Sony, yeah, okay, so let's start off a little bit of a few months ago when a certain game decided to come out and destroyed the internet. And by that, I mean it was probably one of the best games to come out as of recently,
Okay.
and even as Game of the Year contender. I will even agree with that to now. But there was little note tacked in there that a lot of people did not read and did not see.
Yeah,
I'll admit I
definitely
didn't in the
because
beginning either, but I saw early
Yeah.
screenshots. Yeah, but it's like I saw early screenshots, so it's like I know it was there, just I wasn't paying attention either, so I will admit that myself. So yeah, no, the game we're talking about is Helldivers 2. And yeah, no, the note was to say that in the beginning when the game came out, it said that a PlayStation account is required to play. However, there was a skip option because basically they broke, it was broken, like the whole linking system was broken where it wouldn't let you play the game if you linked your account. Or no, it's that every time you try to link your account, it would fail it would keep failing. So for a lot of people, so it's like, it wouldn't let you play the game you paid for. So they're like, okay, we'll just put the skip option right now. And it took them 2 months to fix that. And that's what happened recently is they announced, oh, hey, we're going to make it to where now it's going to be required for you to use a PlayStation account in order to play this game. Granted.
No, so that's the issue. It is on PC we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking on PC. So here's the thing: we're talking about on PC. This is for the PC version. The PS5 version, obviously, you had to do it anyway in order just to play the game. But in order to buy the game first, you need a PlayStation account. But on PC, that's different. So this was on Steam, and then it's like it was optional because the linking process was broken, and then they figured out how to fix it after 2 months, and they were going to go ahead and enable it to make it where it was no longer optional. But of course, just to note, okay, now I'm lagging on your side. What is it? Just a note. The Arrowhead, the company that made Helldivers, has nothing to do with that. Literally nothing to do with that. That was basically Sony was the one who was requiring this. It even showed at the bottom of their announcement, from Sony Entertainment or whatever the fuck it says. So yeah. But there's a lot of crazy shit that happened in between. Would you like to mention any drama stuff there, bud?
I mean, first of all, I think it took 6 months because apparently the game had been out 6 months before they.
No, I think it's 2. It hasn't been out that long.
I don't know. But yeah, no, a lot happened. People complained that they had to add an account, which I agree to the degree that if you need to add an account afterwards, like here's the thing, most game companies force you to do it from the start. That's the thing.
I mean, that's
People don't have
okay.
a problem with.
That's the main thing people were getting pissy about. It's just like, oh, it's because it took this long to require an account. If it was from the beginning, people wouldn't care. But if it wasn't from the beginning, now people care. And at this point, now it's like that's the only reason why people are giving it down. And I'm going to put an asterisk on this, which you might be talking about here in a second. So I'll let you explain that.
And then we have the second issue.
Yeah.
Half the world can't play the game.
Yeah, okay, there's my asterisk. So my asterisk is basically just saying like, okay, when it comes down to it, here's my personal opinion. If you have to make an account for a game, and you can, there's no issues or repercussions for doing so. It's just, you just have to make another account, then there is nothing wrong and you should stop complaining like a little bitch. But, hard fucking but, or two of them actually. One, the fact that PlayStation does not allow in, first some people said 69 countries, then other people said 117 countries. I don't know which one is accurate, but
I think it's close to 170.
Yeah, it's like, or 170. Yeah, it's like I forget which one. It's like what's the accurate number. But
it's listed on Steam at least.
Right. It's like in all those countries you're not allowed to play the game, and because of the PlayStation account. And those people already bought the game. Like the game was sold in those regions and they already bought it, and they were being told that they could no longer play the game because they could no longer, they'd have to create an account that they are not allowed to create. And that is where I'm like, okay, that is 100% understandable as to why you would be pissed. Obviously, I fucking get it. That makes no fucking sense. Hold on, let me read what it just said. Why would I ever want to link? I think they said. Okay. See, that's why I'm getting into my part two. That's my part two of the asterisk. Part two is that this is also Sony we're talking about, and that yes, they have had like super huge leaks. I think we've even covered one at one point about a leak. I think we've covered one of them.
Was that last year sometime, I think?
I think so, yeah. It's like, I think we've covered one of them. And yeah, they get basically hacked like a lot. And what is it? There's a few different, someone told me about a situation about that. I forgot what it was. There's another point to where if you are in one region, so let's say you live in a certain country, Ukraine. I guess.
Ukraine, I know.
Well, with that. Well, there's that, but also it's like, we'll just say this. If you live in a region and you get a PlayStation account, let's just say you buy a bunch of games and you get PS Plus, you get all that kind of stuff, you play the game, but then something happens in your life to where it's like, okay, I need to move. Okay, you move to another region. You cannot sign into your PlayStation account in another region. You cannot. That is against PlayStation TOS and you will be banned. So, yeah, no, you cannot migrate your account to another region at all. It doesn't work like that. And for all the people who are like, oh, just use a VPN, VPNs are also a bannable offense for PlayStation. You cannot use a VPN. People do that, though. Like, a lot of people have said they still use it, but it is actually against their TOS to use a VPN. So, you're basically just fucked. Making a PlayStation account is so fucked up. And it's to the point where it's like, no, I after reading all that stuff, I'm like, I still have my opinion of like, for the people just wanting just because they have to make an account, if they have no issues with Sony, none of that stuff, and they wouldn't care otherwise, then shut the fuck up. But if all this other stuff, it's like, yeah, no, you don't want to get hacked. You don't have to deal with the idea that if you move to another country, you lost fucking hundreds of dollars probably. And also, you probably can't even fucking play the game, or you can't even fucking make an account because your country doesn't allow it. So I get it.
Then we have like whatever mentioned Ukraine. You can't make an account unless you own a console.
Oh yeah, that you have to own a console and make an account. That's so stupid. It's like, then why the fuck would I even buy the game on PC? Why even buy the game on PC if you own the console? The game is crossplay too, so it's like, again, why would you buy the game on PC if you had a console? Because at that point, you just buy the console version. There's no difference at that rate. The game already plays well enough on the console. But here's the other problem, is that I'm pretty sure either the PlayStation is either very expensive or they cannot get one. I've heard about that in certain countries, or like in certain countries, like they can't get a PlayStation, but in order to make an account, they have to have one. So it's like, well, what the fuck are they supposed to do then? They can't buy one, but they need one in order to get the account.
So basically, they need to import a PlayStation to be able to fucking make an account, and that's probably gonna cost more than getting both the game and the console.
Yeah, it's like, it's just no fucking point at that rate. It's like, no, all that stuff, I 100% understand being outraged by this. And then to note also, because of all this, I'm going to mention, like, okay, I'm gonna, obviously what I'm about to say, it's obviously wrong, but I'm going to correct myself here in a minute because that's how the story is going. I'm trying to say it chronologically. So it was then afterwards that Steam, just holding that asterisk here, that Steam made it to where all those countries that could not actually, buy the game, or you couldn't have the link anyway, Helldivers was delisted from those countries on Steam. So yeah, it's like if you uninstalled the game or refunded it, you would not be able to get it back. So that was a big issue. So all those countries that got delisted. Most people thought that that was Valve's doing because of this. It's just like, okay, well, might as well. No, that was PlayStation telling Steam to do that. So again, PlayStation's fault. And then afterwards, because of all the outrage, all of the backlash, surprisingly, I'm going to be honest, very surprisingly, I'm very surprised they didn't double down on this shit. Sony actually said, okay, all right, well, my bad. And decided to get rid of the account linking. Or it's like, or not get rid of it, make it to where it's not mandatory. So make it where it's like, okay, you don't have to do that now. But on Steam, those countries are still delisted. You still can't buy it in those countries. It's still delisted as of today.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, shit.
I don't know if it's active. I still think it is, but I kind of want to say if it's delisted or not.
I'm pretty sure it is. Like, I think in this, like at the moment, it's like all those countries, they're still not allowed to buy the game because they're still not available on Steam because PlayStation delisted them and they're the ones that have to put it back. Oh, also something else to mention. On their website, in their TOS, PlayStation had like a little segment that said signing into, it's like, oh, do I need to sign into account on PC game? It's like signing into it is completely optional. And then there is an update, it got updated to where now it says like some games are optional. It's like, okay, you fuckers. Like they updated the day that the linking was announced. It's just like, you son of a bitch. Like, that's so fucked up. Yeah, Sony's not fun.
It's not about they can't have a PSN account. They can have it, but they can't make it without a console. But apparently, some countries can't buy the PlayStation. It's
yeah,
like
it's the other thing. It's like you can't. Like, it's like a lot of countries is like you can't buy a PlayStation either because their country doesn't sell it, or it's too heavily expensive versus the rest of the world, so it'd be heavily impossible, and they need it to even make an account. So
fucking fun. I still find that why of all the again, I am not completely against needing an account for a game. I'm against it when you force it like midway through the game. Like if
I mean, in this case, I mean, I somewhat understand of the reasoning. Okay, I'll say this. Like, I somewhat understand the fact that, like, you know, they said initially it was supposed to be required because the pop-up shows up saying in text, like, you know, when you start the game up, it does say that a PlayStation account is required to play this game. The only problem is there was a skip button because they had to, only because the game couldn't launch it if it was mandatory because the linking process didn't work. It kept breaking. So they had to fix it. And that's the only difference. That's the only issue. That's the only problem here. And also they sold the game in regions where PlayStation accounts don't work. So doubly the problem. But I don't know. I will say this again though, is that Arrowhead, the devs, basically have said on record, both the CEO and otherwise have on record said that none of them supported this decision anyway. It's like they didn't want that to happen. They were perfectly fine leaving it as optional at this rate, but Sony, the publisher, is the one who is requiring it.
Yeah, I know.
It's like they're the ones who required it all, so can't blame the Arrowhead devs for any of that shit, even though people keep wanting to. They've received, obviously, as the internet goes, the second that something bad happens and someone's even somewhat related, they go after them for death threats and everything else. But that's the internet for you, a bunch of jackasses.
Yeah, and that is why I don't know. That's why I avoid people.
It's like, yeah, no, you don't just sit there and fucking send a death threat because you want something. I don't know why in the world people think that's going to get you anywhere. Why people think, oh, hey, if I just go tell this person some like really shitty stuff and like, you know, make fun of them and all this other crap, they'll do what I want. Like, that's not how that works. That's not how that works, buddy. Like, you should probably not do that. Most of the time, you're just going to get a block and that's it. If you're one of those like weird ass people who makes like 50 accounts to attack one person, just so it's like, oh, hey, they keep blocking me, I can just keep coming back. Again, apparently they just live rent-free in your head for some fucking reason. I don't get that either. Like, Jesus. Move on.
It was like, didn't the Cyberpunk's devs also get shit? For something they couldn't control, because that was just the CEO's, or not the CEO, the shareholder fault.
In a way, yeah. I don't know. The real problem though is also when people go after like devs in general, when it's like the higher ups are usually the problem in a company. So most of the time it's like the higher ups, the shareholders, or a publisher. It's like that's usually the main reason why shit goes bad. Instead of like them going after, instead they go after the devs, like people who make the product. Like, yeah, that's not their fault. They're not the ones who do that.
Yeah, I still think it's stupid to do anything. Like, I getting pissed at people for making a bad game, but in the long run, sometimes a bad game is just sometimes rushed because they wanted the game out in shortest amount of time instead of actually finish it.
I always hate that idea. Like, I hate it how everyone, the whole bit of rushing. We've talked about that as well in the past, but it's just like, why do you have to always rush shit out to it? It's like, oh, we need this deadline. Like, we set a deadline, we have to fucking do it. And half the time it's like, most of the time it's just companies where it's like, oh, hey, we told everybody this was the release date. We can't change that. That's a release date. It's like, okay. It's like, well, it was a rush release date to begin with. Who fucking bad? We got to release this day now. Like, you ever heard of just pushing it back? I mean, there's a few devs that do that. I forget which game did it, but one of them like pushed it back like 3 or 4 times. It happens.
Cyberpunk?
No, I don't think it was Cyberpunk. I think it was another one. One of them that, I mean, it was one of them that did that, sure, but it's just like, dude, just get over it. Like, keep pushing it back as much as you can until the fucking game is finished, until it's at a really good state where there's not like 60 million bugs that's gonna break your game. I mean, hell, I played Cyberpunk shortly after it came out, not too long after it came out, and that was so fucked. Actually, no, I think I pre-ordered it. I think I got the... Yeah, I think I did. But I played that shit, and it got to a point. I've mentioned this a few times, but it's like I went to a what is it? It was in the middle of a mission, and the idea is that if you sneak past this one like boss guy, it's like if you sneak past him, try to go out the door, the your companion character, Jack, I think is his name, like, you know, he will not come out with you. Like, he will stay in the building, and then all these like law enforcement or whatever like come into the place, and then they block the door, and Jack is still inside the fucking building, and basically your next objective is to talk to Jack, and it's like you can't get back in because the door is being blocked. He doesn't come out with you. So the whole game is bugged, and you have to go back to like a previous save in order to do that, and if you don't have a previous save, you have to restart. But other than that, what you have to do is you have to kill the boss. Like, you can't sneak past. You just have to kill him. And it's stupid. It turns an optional mission into a requirement. It's like, ugh. But that's my point. So the game was so fucking buggy. Also, flying vehicles out of nowhere. Seeing the same NPC literally right next to each other, like 3 different versions of the same one right next to each other, shit like that.
Yeah.
But again, that's a product of rushing.
I don't know. I know it was one of the Nintendo people that said it, but like, a rush game is never gonna be good. Like,
Miyamoto.
Yeah. Like, but like, if you rush the game, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah, I can look that up. I'll look up the exact quote.
Because it's like, it makes sense, because it's like, if you rush it. Here's the thing, Cyberpunk was lucky because they didn't have too many issues that they couldn't fix in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And I mean, they had a lot of work for several years anyway, so it wasn't like it was not finished. It was just like not. They probably had like a month or 2 left to fix the game completely, and we've been fine. But you know,
but the
shareholders.
Yeah.
Yep.
The quote is, "A delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad." That's Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah. I think that's why Cyberpunk survived, was because they had delayed so many times that they were kind of done with the game, but they just had kinks to fix.
They had a lot of kinks to fix. But to be fair, though, I mean, when it comes down to it, a lot of these games have redeemed themselves. Like, you know, No Man's Sky basically said, like, oh, hey, they had all this, like, crazy shit, like, that was going to be in the game, and it wasn't at release. It was a bare bones version. They didn't even say that the game was early access. They just said, hey, here's the game. It's out. And it was just, it was bare bones and terrible. I mean, it was fun, but a lot of the shit they said was not. And over the years, they updated the game constantly and got it to the point where it has everything that they promised and more. So now it's at a point to where it's like, if you want to play the game that they were talking about, go for it. No Man's Sky is a great game. Go for it. Cyberpunk, it's basically in a way the same kind of gist. It's like, you know, it's not necessarily everything that they said was in the game is going to be there. That's not necessarily true at the moment, but it's at the point to where now it's like, hey, it's a good game. Like, you know, it's very, like, there's really no bugs like it used to be. The Phantom Liberty update, not the DLC itself, which, because I've not played it yet, I have no idea, but the update itself basically has added so much shit where it's like, if you have played the game in the past, start a new game, because it's gotten a hell of a lot better since.
Yeah, I'm thinking about buying it on the Xbox.
I just gotta play it again, because I plan to actually play it on stream now, because of my new GPU. It has what's called what is it called? AI frame something. I forget what it's called. But the idea is that because of this GPU, it basically generates more frames. I guess it's like AI frame generation. I forget what it's called. Point being, is that I get like a constant 60 FPS, like static, on extremely high settings. So was like, hell yeah, I can just play the game and enjoy it. So it's like, I'll definitely do that on stream at some point. Just like start a whole new Cyberpunk game and play amazingly. I need to get a drink. My throat is dry as fuck.
Yeah, I need to stop dying for 2 seconds.
I'll tell you what, you, I guess
Look
just
up the
take,
thing I need to look up, because I
sure,
need to remember
yeah.
exactly.
You take the lead and, you know, entertain,
Right.
chats, have fun. I'll go get a drink.
Fuck, wait. No, don't leave me alone. What will I ever do? Yeah, guys, I'm just looking up exactly what I'm looking for. But I'm gonna mention it. Sol doesn't know about this, but I paid attention to the word. Yeah, I am not. No, Sama, you cannot speak. Fuck you. Mute this quickly. Perfect. Did he put in the? Did he put in the? No, he did not. Okay, I need to look up the website name real quick. Fuck. Hold on. What if I put in? Fuck! What did I do? I fucking crashed my. Hold on, guys. I killed my whole fucking Oprah. I can't see chat at all. This is going great, guys. Yep, this is fucking great. Yeah, I'm professional. Hey, okay. Buddy, come. Okay, so why aren't you opening? Do I need to kill Oprah and then reopen Oprah? You're being stupid, Oprah. Come on. Fucking hey, why are you? Hey, why are you big? I don't want you to be F11. Why were you F11? Let me just search up Nijisanian here. Like, I know the guy that I watched that talked about this was on this website, so I think they mentioned. Here it is. So lately, Nidisanya did a sponsor stream that included alcohol or energy drinks. I can see chat in like 2 seconds. Hold on. Connect into chat. Chat is appearing. So I stopped. I cannot see someone. Okay, now we're back. Yeah, I'm back. I was on my band for 600 seconds, which is 10 minutes, I think. But yeah, so what was I saying? So Nijisanji, which is a VTuber agency based in Japan, which most of them are, lately made a collaboration with energy drink company from Japan, which this is the Japanese livers. Yes, they're called livers. I don't know. I am welcome to stream. On May 7th at 400, Nidja held a collaborative stream ASAP of Tsunami Draft. ASAP, which is the energy drink we're talking about. Is so apparently they thought about drinking that with alcohol, which afterwards they realized you should not mix, because apparently they were mixing energy drinks 1-to-1, which I don't know, but apparently that is bad, really bad, compared to mixing it like 70-30 or something. Also, it's become very strong apparently. I don't know anything about it. I don't drink alcohol. Yeah, so what was it just said? I don't remember. Blah blah blah. This may be one against liquor, which was in a collaboration between ENVTuber and the energy drink 8 of.
Oh, we're talking about that now.
I can't. Hi, welcome back. I'm dying from fucking heat.
Same.
Okay, so here it is. Warning: caffeine is found in coffee and tea as well as in energy drinks, and excessive intake can cause dizziness, tremors, etc. Do not drink caffeinated beverages with alcohol. It leads to overdose of alcohol as well as caffeine. So, Nidisanya made a mistake of doing that on stream, which it's Nidisanya. What do we? Why are we surprised that they are not doing stupid shit at this point?
I mean, was it them themselves, or was it
just livers?
Well, yeah,
Two
okay,
of
that's a
their
little
livers
different.
did it,
That's a little different.
but it's under the Nidisanya flag at this
And
point.
well, I mean, okay, yeah, but still.
It was a
Hey, Motar.
collaboration.
Hey,
a
Mo.
collaboration between. Oh, Motor is initial. I can't say because my
In YouTube.
chat. Oh, it's on YouTube. Fuck YouTube. Imagine watching YouTube.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was just easier. Hey, Motar.
Yeah.
Sorry if you weren't. If that was a bit. When you?
Why am I? Why can't?
That was like 10 minutes ago. 13 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Sorry for not answering, buddy. I wasn't here.
Oh yeah. By the way, someone you missed me fucking accidentally closing all of Oprah.
Oh, what? Hearing the constant, fuck you or shut the fuck up.
No, I accidentally closed Oprah completely. That is just reopening that. So I sat for like 10 minutes fixing that. But yeah, so
Lovely.
Nidisanya collaborated with an energy drink company called ASAP. I fucking love the name. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love the name.
Yeah.
And then
Check my chat. Check my
the,
panels.
the live version that did the collaboration was drinking. Which I think I don't know what they were drinking. I don't remember. I don't know if it says. Oh yeah, they were drinking some. I think some Korean energy drink, or not energy drink. Which is, does it tell me which? No. Okay, but they were drinking some. I think Korean alcohol that is apparently really good to mix with energy drink. When it comes to taste, not that you should, because in Sweden it actually says in like the bottom line, does not recommend to be here, don't recommend for children, pregnant or stuff, or be shown people that are sensitive for caffeine. And somewhere it tells you that you should not drink it with. Oh, is it only Red Bull that does that? Huh. Holy fuck.
Okay, I swear to God. Computer, don't you dare.
I swear to God.
I just got a pop up saying, you know, it's like, oh, your device will restart to update outside of the active hours. Like, don't you fucking dare. You dare fucking update my shit. I will.
I actually read up a few days ago, before even these things popped up, why you should not mix alcohol with caffeine. And apparently it is that caffeine removes the alcohol taste. And apparently the effects of the alcohol a little bit. So you don't realize that you're drunk. So basically, the up of the energy drink kills the down of the alcohol.
Plus, I mean, okay, there's that, but at the same time, you also have the problem of, you know, you're a caffeinated drink, you know, caffeine, all that pumping through your blood and, you know, into your heart. It's like, it's essentially, you know, tons of energy and shit, like going straight through there. Yeah, no. To me, it's basically like this. You put caffeine in there, your blood's probably going to pump a little bit faster. You put some alcohol in there, it's like it could possibly even do the same thing or the opposite, either way. And it could also still hurt you. So it's just like, you know, you put those together, you're basically just mixing. I wouldn't do it. That's what that. It's basically poison or death at that point.
But the lawyer I watched that does this about VTubing, he said that what he did when he drank a lot was that he did never do like, because apparently they did a 1-to-1, which becomes really strong. And I would say you should never do 1-to-1 with anything. What I've understood is like, often when you do mixes, you actually have less alcohol than you have of the mixing drink.
I mean, yeah, no, of course. I mean, a lot of stuff, like, I'd say the strongest that you really want to go for is maybe 10%. It's like, past that, it's like, you really shouldn't. It's like, you know, 10%'s enough. And then even that's still strong.
So you go 90-10, basically?
Kinda. Yeah, it's like, that's for a strong-ish drink. It's like, that's enough to where it's like, strong, but not terrible with moderation. It's like, you know, with moderation, 90-10's like, that's probably your best bet, because it's like, it's strong enough and you don't have to, you know, you're not actively killing yourself so long as you're not, you know, drinking a shit ton of it.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it was actually Ninja that said Ninja staff recommended mixing and drinking ASAP, which was also a new discovery.
Oh fuck. Okay, so it's them themselves. Oh my god.
Well, I found what the alcohol is called, Spodori.
Yes. I was gonna admit, I would actually like some. I need to get more alcohol, to be honest.
Guys, I recommend, if you could ever, if anyone ever joins an agency, don't join Nijisanji.
If you're gonna join a VTuber agency, don't do that. Better yet, how about okay. There's nothing wrong with joining a VTuber agency in a sense. It's like, I get reasoning for doing so, Like, you know, it just gets you out there in a way. But at the same time, the problem most of the time is that most agencies want to, like, you know, give you a new online, like, you know, I don't want to say persona, but like, you know, just like you know, thing in general. It's like, you know, they'll give you your own name, your own model, your own all this shit, and it's just like, you know, you can't, mostly in their like terms of service kind of thing, it's like, you know, you can't out yourself, you can't show anything about yourself because it's idol culture and shit. It's idol culture in the sense, like, you know, your personal life is 100% your life, and you cannot, you have to separate that with your idol self, basically. You cannot.
I guess you can join Nitty Sunny. I think you will love it. Then.
Because
they will bully you. Allegedly.
What? Allegedly. Yeah, but it's like, you know, they're I'll say there's at least two. I know of one, obviously, but there's at least maybe 2 to 3 like HoloLive members who both have an actual, like, you know, they have their HoloLive, you know, VTuber self, but then they have an IRL channel that's completely to them, and they cannot talk about either one on either side. Obviously, they can't say that, oh, I'm this here, I'm this here. It's like, you know, they can't say that, and they cannot show them their other self either way. They can't even mention it, but it's like, you know, you could tell it's them based off of voice alone. But it's like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
One specifically, I'll just say that there's one specifically. I'm not going to say who, not going to say the names. Not that it matters if I do. Everyone knows at this rate. But it's just like, you know, you can see this person like on camera playing games or doing stuff, or see them as VTuber and HoloLive. Either way, it's like it's totally different.
And here's another thing: when you join an agency, you cannot play what you want. It's the only issue they have. It's like they have so much.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of like strict rules and stuff. It's like you can't play whatever you want. You have to. It has to be approved. Like there has to be okay stuff. It's like basically you can't play whatever you want. Mostly because like they have to get like more so approval from the publishers or companies of the game itself. In a way, it's like they had to get approval from them specifically.
I think it's because most agencies are from Japan.
Yeah, it's like it's from Japan, but at the same time, it's also because like it's a company in a sense. It's like an actual like media company in a sense, to the point to where they need a license to actually show the stuff and make money off. I mean, you don't in most cases, but in this case for them, they kind of do. So they need the licenses in order to play the game, and they need permission.
Safeguard.
Yeah, it's a huge safeguard. They want to try to get permission for every game that needs to be played. So, but like, you know, a streamer can, like, you know, ask for it. They can ask, like, hey, can I play this? Like, okay, we'll get back to you on that. And maybe they never will. But sometimes it could be, you know, if it's asked enough, it's like maybe they'll go check. And they'll be like, yeah, sure. It's like, okay, cool. Yeah, you guys go play that. In other cases, be like, no, can't play it. Sorry. Not allowed.
Yeah.
Obviously, any game with defamation is an absolute no.
Yeah, but
you go ahead.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, you can't even release music or anything either.
Yeah, no, that's also a permission thing. That's so cool. I mean, that one makes even more sense because, like, even doing covers is like a crazy thing in the music industry. It's like, because you do need permission, you do need the rights to make money off of a cover. Most of the time you can use services like DistroKid. Like that's a good service that can help you alleviate that, to get a cover license in order to release your song on like Spotify and shit. But the point overall is that, like, you know, for them, you know, VTuber agencies doing covers, like they do need a lot of permissions in order to do those covers.
Yeah.
Especially if it's another Japanese song, because it's like Japanese copyright is hell. So it's just like it's already hell having to deal with the Japanese like record label or whatever. It's like, you know, I have to go deal with them to get the permissions first, and then also just getting all the copyrights set up, even if you had the permission, like, you know, getting your own copyright set up there. It's like, it's just hell. So it's not fun.
Guys, don't move to Japan. It's terrible.
Guys, visit Japan. Don't move. Visit Japan all you
Go
like.
to Japan, visit.
You're allowed to be a
Just don't
tourist.
move
Just
there.
don't move. It's not a good idea. Even people who live there tell you this. Like I know of a lot of popular like content creators, at least, that they say they move there and they're happy they're there, but at the same time they tell everyone don't really move here because it's like it's rough, and also if you do not have a sort of like Asian heritage, it's even worse in some cases because they're not always too nice to foreigners.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like they're not supposed to, but there's like a tiny bit of stigmatism towards foreigners in a way where it's they could like
yeah, but that's also our own fault.
yeah, well, okay, that's true.
Like we can't really blame them for hating other people. Like we kind of gone there and ruined their lifestyle, and then people are like, why do they hate it? Like, well, you see, we're white. We think we can do whatever we want.
Okay, but that's an entirely different conversation. But I just mean like foreigners in general, like anyone. But
Yeah, but mostly I think they just don't care. They blame every foreigner. It doesn't matter.
yeah, but no, it's just like what is it, like the people in Trash Taste, for example, they have it to where you have one person there who's British, and you have the other person who's like half Japanese, half Australian, and I think more than half, like very Japanese essentially.
Yeah, I think.
Basically a Japanese citizen, has I think he has dual citizenship, but it's like he's like full
He
on.
was born in Japan and then moved to.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
And then he moved
But-
back to Japan.
it's just the fact that he doesn't look really Asian is the idea. But the point is that what is it? There was a system like at a train station or something where they had to check to see if I think you had an ID or something, or they had to check something, or they had to check your ID for some. I don't know, but it's like they had to do that, and you could see a bunch of Japanese people just walking on by. Nothing happened, and then like I think both of them have said that they've walked by and were immediately like asked like, "Hey, can I see your ID? Like, can I see if you have your ID?" It's just like them specifically, and it's just like Jesus. But it's to note if anyone wants to get the actual story of that, just look up like Trash Taste, and I forget what it's called. It's just say like Trash Taste Foreigner. Just like search that up. You'll probably find some clips about it. Something like that. I don't know. I don't remember the name of the clip, but they have a lot of clips. Look at us naming another podcast on a podcast.
Or I grew tired of one of them on the street. I don't know. Isn't they're three people, right?
Yeah, three.
Okay, I don't know the third, but I know about Connor,
Yeah, there's Connor.
Joey,
Yeah, Joey. There we go. So for some reason I wanted to call him something else. And Garnt.
probably Anime Man because that's his old username.
No. I knew of that, but I mean I know his name's Joey. I mainly, that's who I mainly know of him. It's just like I haven't watched most of their stuff lately, so it's like I forgot Joey's name a little bit for a second there. One is
I grew
though.
tired of Joey. And I
He's
don't
all
watch the
right.
third guy.
He's not all that. He's all right. I mean, I'll say content-wise, I don't really care much for watching either of their content, Joey or Gar in a way. It's like most of the time it's like, it's whatever. But it's like, as that podcast in general, I'll watch occasionally. I don't really watch that much. And Connor most of the time I watch, but only because it's usually all right.
And Iron Mountain is part of it a lot.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's a whole other podcast. We're on a podcast. Maybe we should stop talking about another podcast. We're telling people to go to some other podcast that is more successful than us by a 99th percent, by like 99 percentile.
People just
better.
like stop watching us. Go watch some of it that's better now. We should.
Yeah, it's basically what I mean. It's just like it's like, oh hey, we're part of the 1%. They're like 99, like much better. Like let's talk about some of them. Yeah. So earlier we talked about, Sony being, dropping the ball, being stupid, doing stupid shit.
Yeah, Ninja Sonny being stupid. He's telling people to drink
Okay.
caffeine and alcohol. 'Cause... Yeah, guys. Become drunks. Become alcoholics.
Don't do that.
Forget everything in life. What?
Don't do that. Anyway,
Okay.
what I say now is like, we were talking about that, Sony dropped the ball being stupid. And yeah, no, we have a bit of something else to go with that too. It's like, oh, well, okay, I guess Sony's being stupid. Then the whole console war comes around like, okay, well, I guess we have to go look at Xbox, see what, it's like, hey, maybe they're doing better. No, not really.
It's literally like it's like the console war has got like from like everyone fighting each other to like everyone is banding together to actually fight the consoles themselves at this point. Because like,
I mean, okay, I couldn't put in the title, but at this point, it's like I couldn't put this title obviously, but it's like it's a race to see who can shoot themselves in the foot the most. Is basically the idea of what's going on here. Because Sony being fucking stupid, like, doing that shit. And then Xbox over here like, oh, guess what? We're just gonna go ahead. Or really, it's Microsoft doing it.
No,
but
Microsoft is like, hold my beer.
Yeah. But they're just going on like, oh, just close 2 studios that are very important. You have Arcane Austin to be specific, but they're the folks. I think it was 2? Might be 3, but I mean, I know of 2 at least. But
Arcane, Tango, and one.
I don't know the other one. But you have Arcane Austin, which is the folks who were going to make Redfall. That was coming out of a vampire game, basically. That is now canceled. Then also who made Dishonored back in the day. They made that game. And, that studio has now been shut down. You have that. And then Tango, was it Tango Gameworks? Who made Hi-Fi Rush. And they were actually planning on, I think they actually literally just pitched a Hi-Fi Rush sequel to Microsoft, or, to Xbox, and now they're getting shut down. Not because of that, but like that's just what happened recently. They were pitching or planning to pitch a sequel, and then, they got shut down. Apparently, it's just because they didn't get enough. Like, one of the ideas is that apparently they didn't get enough Xbox sales. When it's like, you're the dumbasses, Xbox, that put it on Game Pass as subscription service where you just have to pay the subscription and you get to have these games. Maybe, I don't know, encourage people to buy a game more? I mean, come on, man. Like, at this point, it's like, it's kind of your own fault. For like games not getting enough sales, it's like, quit putting it day one on a subscription service. I get it, and that's great for the end user, but it's not good for company wise, and it's not good for business to be doing that shit. Like, as a business, you shouldn't be doing that kind of thing, making it to where like you get less money. As a matter of fact, Xbox has to pay a large sum of money to a developer to get their game on Game Pass, because they have to pay like as much as it would possibly be for all those people on a subscription, or at least like a decent percentage of people on that subscription who would play the game like without it. So it's like, they have to pay like a huge sum in order to, put them onto the service. So I mean, they got paid, they got money for it being on Game Pass, but the point is it didn't make enough Xbox sales of like, in the store, people buying the game. Gee, I wonder fucking why. It's like, come on, dude. People bought it like hell on Steam. At least that's what I think they did. And you can probably look up the legitimate reasons, but that's one of the ones I've heard. It's one of the ones I've really heard. Also, I want to say you guys might be hearing random fan noises. I literally grabbed my mini fan that puts out pretty damn well, and I have it in my face because it's fucking hot. So I'm like sitting here trying to cool down. And because I have to sit here, I kind of next to my computer. There's a lot of heat around my computer, and also it's next to the window, which is absorbing a lot of heat too. So, yeah. And it's late in the day where the sun is pouring straight through my window. Granted, I have a curtain, but it's a dark curtain that's absorbing a lot of the heat. So, yeah. Triple problems. I don't know. That's at least all I know when it comes to Xbox stuff is like they keep shutting down studios. If you want, you can see about the third one, but it's like I've only heard of the two.
No, I remember on Xbox page it was like 3 names. Here.
I remember two. I just remember the, Arcane and
The
Tango.
third one was like a huge one either way. That's the issue.
Yeah. Plus, I think Arcane helped a little bit in Bethesda stuff too. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh no, but honestly, both studios it's Bethesda Studios.
I don't know. It's
They
just.
were not Xbox Studios from the beginning. They were.
Well, even still, it's still stupid. Because of shit that it's like, you have games that were getting heavily. You're basically getting games that were heavily known, heavily played. Hi-Fi Rush was literally a Game of the Year contender last year. Like, it was literally part of the lineup for Game of the Year. Like, that's how fucking good it was. And they were already pitching to make a sequel. And now they close it. It's like, okay, a game that almost made Game of the Year, you think that's a terrible... it's like, oh, we gotta shut this studio down? Like, what? Apparently one of the other is just Microsoft just laying people off because, not getting good money, so we have to lay off and close studios. Like, okay, fucking idiot.
Yeah. But didn't they right after announcing that they were
plus, what is it? There was a funny line that they said. There was a funny line where they're saying like, we need more games like Hi-Fi Rush. And immediately fucking after they closed the studio, they're like, oh man, we kind of need more games like Hi-Fi Rush. Like, then why'd you close the studio? Why'd you close the studio that pitched you a sequel or was going to pitch you a sequel? They were going to give you another game just like it, but better. Potentially. It'd be so fucking stupid.
Find Xbox tweet because no one sent a tweet from Xbox. They only sent.
Yeah, exactly. It needs to be like it, not it. Oh, we need games like Hi-Fi Rush. We don't want Hi-Fi Rush. We want games like it.
Basically, like, hey, you know that the game we made is really good. Yeah, we're gonna kill that up and then tell you that we want it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so stupid. Like I said. Shooting themselves in the foot.
Didn't Xbox make a tweet about them shutting down the studios?
I think they did. At least someone did. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people like say different stuff. Like there's some people who think that like Phil Spencer should probably be like switched out or some, the CEO of Xbox. But to be fair, in a way, that's not entirely his fault. And also, if it wasn't for Phil, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have like a billion shit we do for Xbox. Game Pass wouldn't have been a thing. xCloud wouldn't have been a thing, or like cloud streaming would not have been a thing.
We also need to remember that it might not always be Xbox's fault because
it could just be Microsoft in general. Yeah. And then you had the other problem, which is who we had before Phil. Like fucking, I don't remember his name, but the dumbass who like around when the Xbox One came out, where his plan was like, oh, hey, we'll make it to where, these Xbox One games, if you buy a game, it is yours now. You cannot give it to your friend because that disc has an ID on it that will only work for your console or work for your account. Like, pardon? So secondhand games were going to become impossible. That was what the old guy wanted. That's what he mentioned, and it's like it backfired so fucking heavily. Because at that point, it's basically saying like, oh, hey, if I buy this game, then I have to keep this physical game? What if I don't like this game? What if I don't want it anymore? What if you tried it for like a minute, it's locked to your account, you can't resell it, you can't go trade it back in or get a refund because the game is literally stuck to you now. It just becomes e-waste. And plastic, e-waste, plastic waste, just all of it. Full on waste. It's like,
Yeah.
nope. But that was the last guy was like. So I hate to see what another person after Phil could be like. Obviously, one day we'll get that because he's not going to live forever. But point being, yeah, he's still got plenty of life.
That long.
I mean, no, he's got plenty of life left in him at this point, judging from how old he is. But my point is saying that it's like if he was going to that. I'd hate to see who the next person is going to be like if we have some bad contenders in the past. Possibly. Oh no.
Also, I have very interesting news that is related more to me than you.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed is coming out in November.
Oh yeah, I saw. Oh yeah, we should have talked about it a little bit. So we're not gonna get heavily into it because we're not the people to talk about it. We're not the people that you should get this most information about this from. But so all I know is basically from like random posts on Twitter. I didn't read into it. Is that the current protagonist? I think it's supposed to be based on, I don't know who that is, but Yasuke. But it's like I don't know who it is, but based on. And basically you have a samurai who is
I think I read something here.
It's like you have the protagonist samurai who's I'll just say who's black. It's like I don't know which because part of me wanted to say African American, but it's like obviously African something. It's like I don't know who what country they hail from at that point. African Japanese, I guess, or if they were gonna go that far. But it's like I don't know. I don't know where. They could live from anywhere else, but. Point is like it's supposed to be like a black protagonist, like samurai, and a lot of people are upset because it wouldn't be historically accurate, is what they claim. Which, for one, when has Assassin's Creed ever been historically accurate? Two, why does it fucking matter? Who cares? Like, okay, fine.
This is basically what they write on Twitter, not X, because anyone says X gets shot in the head. I mean, what?
Okay. Careful what you say there. In Minecraft.
In
Minecraft. With an arrow.
Yeah, so Japan, 1579. A shinobi embarks on a journey to fulfill an impossible promise, while a legendary samurai finds new purpose, confronting the demons of his past. I kind of like the idea of two different protagonists for once. I mean, what?
Oh, so you say two for once? Didn't Syndicate have two protagonists?
Half and half.
Oh, I wouldn't know because like I said I haven't played
like
it.
most of the story with one guy, and then you had like one main storyline with the other, and then it was like side quests you could do with either.
Right.
But this one is basically like there's actually two storylines, what I understand.
I thought they'd done that before though. Someone.
Nope. People thought that was what Odyssey was gonna be, but in reality it's the same storyline, but you just decide what gender you wanna be.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't played this Assassin's Creed. I'll say this. I plan to play them in the future because I'm racking up all of them in my library right now.
What? No, I have not seen that.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that before. As in me and you, not on the podcast, but it's like we haven't talked about that before. But no.
You just don't say it on your Xbox that you have like every single Assassin's Creed.
No. just getting them all together. I think I have almost everything. I think I'm missing like 1 or 2 games that I don't remember which ones.
Is it that you own them, or is it that you have them on?
I forget, Brotherhood and Revelations. I think like that's 2 of them I may be missing, like, or at least one of those I might be missing.
I think you need to get Seal Collection because I don't know if.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to do that just for that. That seems a bit too much.
Oh no, you get 2.
It's like I don't mind finding the 360 version somewhere. Like that's not gonna bother me.
Oh no, I don't think that version works. That's the issue.
No, I'm saying I don't mind finding the 360 version and then playing it on my 360. Like, you know, going to a second. Why not?
Because you need an account to play the game, and the online
For the old 360?
No, I don't. I mean, for the Xbox One, you need an account to play the game. The 360 version.
Oh. I don't know. I'll look into it, I guess. But
And here's the thing: the online service for Revelation is gone.
I don't care about the online service. I just care to play the damn story. That's the only reason I want to play it. Play the story and be done.
Yeah.
That's all I really care about. So I just want to do that.
I couldn't play it at all.
And I don't want to spend like $50, $60 or however the fuck it is for the Ezio collection for like 2 games out of like the however many other games that are in that I already own.
3. It's all 3 of 2, Revelation and Brotherhood.
I mean, I already own 2, and it's like I just don't feel like getting that specifically just for those. And it's like, I don't know. Plus, I mean, they're not, but me, I still consider those 2 as like side games. They're not, but I would consider them as. I have to look around.
They are too much of a main game. I would say which one I think, which is apparently a main game, but it's not really a main game, is Liberation.
Well, I already have that because I have 3 remastered, so.
Yeah.
So it comes with Liberation HD.
But apparently Liberation is apparently part of the main story, which I didn't know. I think the only games you don't need to play is Mirage and Freedom Cry. Those are mostly side games. And then the 2D games, of course, but you know. I would recommend playing Freedom Cry. It's shorter than 4, of course, because you know.
I might, but I think I have to pay for it. No, I don't have to. It comes with.
Do you have it on the? Oh, all right. You might not have a PlayStation Plus at that. But I got it for free through PlayStation Plus.
If it's just on PlayStation Plus, like the catalog, then I should be fine. But it's like if it came with like a monthly at one point, then I don't. Or I probably don't.
You can check if it's on the monthly, but I don't think so.
I can check if it's just on the catalog, because I still have PlayStation Plus, so I could just go look through the catalog. But I don't remember.
Well, I don't think it's too expensive either. That one is like, it's like okay price. Mostly because it's like again a side game, so.
I don't know. I'll get around to it at some point. I gotta play them eventually. It'll be a little bit, but you know, I'll eventually get to playing the Assassin's Creed games. Cause like, you know what, might as well. I got most of them, so I should probably actually play them. You know, instead of just letting them sit there in my library collecting dust, collecting digital dust.
And guys, he actually got one of the games for. He bought a new capture or a
CPU. CPU, actually.
CPU.
Yeah, when I bought my CPU, it gave me Valhalla for free. So, yeah. Yeah, my GPU that I got now, I got Alan Wake 2 for free. But, yeah. Yeah, no, it was Assassin's Creed Valhalla when I got my CPU.
I cannot open the store on my phone. What the fuck?
Yeah, so...
Get it that you trash, but you don't need to be that trash.
Triple trash. Yeah, I find that stupid though. Why games get to the point, especially Ubisoft for fuck's sake, where it's just like, oh, you need to be online to play the single player game. You need an account to play the single player game. Like, why? Why
At
why
least
why do I
with
need that?
you gain shit to play online. Also, this because they now have a store in like every single fucking game.
At this point, it's like, oh hey, access our online. It's like playing a single player game with microtransactions. It's like you go up to a random like fucking merch on the street, and it just has cosmetics that you had to buy from the actual Ubisoft store or some shit. It's just like, for fuck's sake, dude.
That's so fun with Assassin's Creed now. Is like what they've done is like you can buy everything, but you can also get it for free in game.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that part's fine, but it's like, I mean, that part's fine. It's just my problem is like, can we just like, you know, play a game offline?
No.
Come on, dude. Why are we getting this fucking online only ecosystem? It's stupid.
Sir, what year do you think?
You know what I hate? I hate the regression. I hate the regression that a lot of people have gotten into at this point. It's like back in the day, we used to like be all about offline games, like even when we had, you know, we had online multiplayer and everything, but it's like, hey, we could play games offline. It was fun. Or like, you know, take a console to a friend's house or something, you know, play that. And even like, you know, play split screen co-op or split screen multiplayer and shit. It was like super fun. And then just drop out of nowhere, then it just all dropped off the face of the earth. Every game needs to be online for some stupid reason. There's no such thing as split screen, and according to everyone, oh, split screen is a dying form. It's like it's a dying thing. No one really cares about that anymore. We can all just play online with our friends now. It's like, what about people in the same household? It's like, then they could just get another console. It's like, so you want me to spend $500 on one console, then $500 again, just to play one game with a family member or like friends that are like, you know, live nearby and want to come over and play. Okay, sure, why not? I'll spend $1,000 just to fucking play one fucking game instead of, hey, build in a goddamn split screen where I could use 2 controllers.
And then I remember, and then you have the reverse, where there's no online.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, where it's like they have no online, but it has local. It's like Resident Evil Revelations 2. It's like that part was kind of stupid if you ask me, where it's like, hey, we have local co-op. It's like, oh, cool. What about online? It's like, oh, sorry, that's only for our, I think it's called raid mode. It's like, it's only for that. Like, you can play online on that. It's like, what about the co-op? It's like, oh, well, you could do local for that. Like, okay, I appreciate you having local split screen. That's cool. But can we not play it online too? Like, Resident Evil 6 had online, and that game sucks. Resident Evil 5 had online. Why can't you put it in Revelations 2? It made no sense.
Oh, it's like you see games that's like, oh, this is local co-op. Like, okay, so why can't you just make an online co-op? Especially if it's I can't understand like an indie company. I can somewhat understand because servers is expensive. Unless you do it with like a local, that it's local hosted, which by itself, which is an issue by themselves.
Speaking of, by the way, I have a game that I want us to play, but it's probably better if we do over Parsec or something.
No.
I only say because it's possibly better that way instead of you having to buy the game. Because I'm sure it has online, but meh.
What game are we talking about?
Have you seen any videos on Smack Studio?
What?
Okay. It's basically a Smash Bros clone, but all characters are completely custom. Oh. Like you can download custom characters off the Steam Workshop and you can make your own. So like with their own custom movesets and shit that you can make up. Like, you know, custom voices, custom all that. It has a bunch of people. Like people made like some anime characters that are on there, other fighting games that have characters from there. Let's see, there's some Dragon Ball Z characters, Naruto characters, Street Fighter, I think some Tekken, Peter Griffin is on there for some fucking reason, Sonic, Godzilla, all this other shit, so it's just kind of funny.
What the fuck is this game?
But it's like, I think it'd be kind of fun, just me and you just doing that for the hell of it. I suck at Smash in general. I don't know how you are in it, or if you ever played that, or games like it. But
I played Melee.
Yeah, it's like
I played some Tekken in life.
I'd probably suck like hell, but I would absolutely love to play it.
Yeah. But talking about Parsec,
Mm-hmm.
I have a good internet.
Yeah, I wonder how that plays now, because we gotta test that. We can test it after we get done with this, if you don't mind. We just do a quick little test, just like load up a game or something, and you just tell me how your input latency is.
But with that said, guys, I don't think we have anything left. No major. To be honest, the side topics we
kind of covered. That's like we covered most. I mean, we didn't cover the ones that are in the side topics, but I mean, like, as in, like, this stream has covered. We've gotten enough. We've gotten enough this podcast episode of side stuff said.
And I'm getting a bit tired. I need to be up early tomorrow.
Fuck up in here. So yeah.
Darn you.
I'm already. There's no point. Hey, okay, everyone on my side, you see these flames behind me? That's what it's like here with me right now. I feel like I'm in hell, just from how hot it is. It's like,
Guys, he's gonna move to Michigan.
Fuck that.
No one wants to live in Michigan, apparently.
The real question is, why is hell in Michigan instead of Texas? Because, like, that place gets, like, up to hundreds of degrees in Fahrenheit, which I have no idea what the fuck that is in Celsius, but it's like, goddamn, that place should have a place called hell.
No, I think that's just called Florida.
Oh, that place isn't great either. It's a lot of humidity, but still. At least they have an ocean.
At least they have an ocean.
Yeah, at least Florida has an ocean. They can just go sit and they can just go, you know, go swim in the ocean or some shit. It's like, there you go. That's good enough. That'll cool you down.
Well, it depends if there's man-eating people in there also.
Well, if you're on the edge, most of the time they cover, you know, they like have like a border around.
No,
around
I'm
like
not
the
talking
beaches.
about sharks. I'm talking about people eating people.
That's every state.
It's Florida.
That's every state.
You saying people eat people in every state in America?
There's a cannibal somewhere. 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000. Either the Florida man or the gator. One of the two.
That's the so funny. It's like Florida has become so infamous being such a bullshit state, and then when you actually see everything there, it's like, no, everything actually makes sense.
It's like,
it's a bullshit state.
Okay, it's basically like, just imagine like memes or anything, like old jokes or like tall tales and shit. Let's say like Chuck Norris jokes where it's like, oh, there's all these like crazy tales of shit he's done and all that, which, you know, is obviously just to liven up the hype. And then like you see, it's like something like that akin to like, oh, you see all this crazy shit of like people saying stuff happened in Florida. It's like, oh my god, it's like, oh, this crazy thing, like this man fought an alligator. This, I don't know, just like did all this other bullshit. It's like, nope, that actually happened.
And you said like, why that happened? Like, yep. Everything's true. Like, is it safe? Like, as long as you're not an alligator. What are you on about, Asama? But yeah, no, I need to. I think Saul died. He's dead. He's not dead. He burnt up.
No, I have to keep like unplugging my mic every time someone comes in here. I don't have the mute button next to me, so I have to physically unplug my mic every time just so it's muted. Good thing you don't hear the fucking sound effect when that happens. Because it can cause like a... It's like, you know, you hear like the unplugging, like a very loud unplug sound or a very loud plug-in sound. It's like, thankfully you don't get to hear that. I don't have to, but just good thing you don't have to.
But good for them. But with that said, guys, it's near the end. You know what we're gonna do. We're gonna tell you to go follow us everywhere, which is Twitter, YouTube, Twitch.
Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, the Discord servers, all the cool jazz. Hazama, my chat, if you don't mind. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for doing that. Also, I know you said no to them earlier, but just a note, I have extra things. I have affiliate links with a couple of, we were talking about energy drinks earlier, like this energy mixes. I have a couple of affiliates with those, so those are options too that you can do for me. You go there, you get discounts. Stuff like that.
Don't go make it with alcohol.
Yeah, don't do that either. Don't do that. Just drink to drink. There's also, if you don't want energy, they have just, you know, non-caffeine. Or one of them actually has a sleep mix if you have trouble sleeping. So there you go. That'd be the podcast one.
Yeah. Also, Imp, shout out Sol, because I think if you're still here, if you died, well, I don't know. I can't do much. I'm not working, okay?
Also, we should also say, just for the other person, like the other, the other stream, for each other. For Sweet Side, just to note, my name is like in the title of, Sweet Stream with the, Xolotl VT. Just like, it's that almost everywhere. Twitter has VTuber instead at the end, but yeah, there you go. That's
I don't
fine.
put in name. That's why you can't shout out Sol, but that.
Gretty, you just like shouted out anyway, so got me a shout out. So it's like go there. Like, that name almost everywhere. A VTuber on Twitter.
On my side, it's Sweden Cowboy almost everywhere. There's a few places that doesn't have it, but that's because either you can't change the name, or if you change the name, it fucks up everything. AKA PlayStation.
Lovely.
I don't know if that is fixed, but yeah, I don't dare change my name on PlayStation.
What's funny is I still have your account on my PS4. It's not up to date, obviously. It's the old account. So if I was to play offline, I could play your offline account.
I mean, if you just make it home, you can. But I think.
I mean, there's kind of no need to do that though, because it's the PS4, and I don't use that anymore. Like.
Yeah, and you can't use the PS5 because I think someone else has the PS5 version.
Lovely.
As home console.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do. I have not asked them. Yeah, guys, we will see you at some point next month.
Yeah.
Shh, I'm not gonna. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Shut the fuck up. I know what I'm doing.
Do you?
Shut up. So, the 4th or 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Also, guys, it's gonna be
later.
less of stuff, by the way, because we might have done this like 2 weeks late.
Yeah, let's just say the heat got a little bit shitty.
Okay, so heat for him, but and the first week that we were gonna do this, I wasn't at home.
Yeah, the second week was me like
That was
heat
my-
and me just being overall tired, and I'm like, I can't.
Like, you were tired and you had to fucking set up your whole shit thing.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened more. I don't think we talked for like the whole week.
Pretty much.
And I was like, hey, sir, we need to do this year. Like, it added it up. So we might not have as much next time because we came a little bit late, but if we're lucky, Nidisanya will fuck up. So
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke and say at least we didn't come early. All right. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and end podcast episode here. So thank you all for coming to watch and check us out next month. Yeah, or watch us on our other platforms because we'll probably stream throughout the month
don't
for ourselves.
do it. Guys, run
Run.
as fast as you can.
Get out.
And scene.
I got a problem.
Stream.
I got a problem. Where's my mouse? We're still on stream for me because I can't find my mouse. Don't die. There won't be a next month if you die.
I like how you stop stream and you're like, where I can't end.
I can't end if I don't have a mouse. Shit, where the fuck did it go? All right, so this is a very extended cut for everyone on my side because I can't find the damn thing that lets me in the stream.
Goddamn, it's done. It's over.
It's not over for me. We still have plenty to go for. I don't know where the hell the mouse is.
Can I save his stream?
Oh, wait. I found the mouse.
I'm so proud of you.
Bye, everybody.
Fuck, why is everyone streaming, do they?
Who knows? But anyway, bye.